The Ditzy Blonde Faucet is a book about me. It's about my life. It's about all the craziness that goes on in the mind of someone who has ADHD. It's a very frustrating thing, but most of us are very creative and we can do really good things if we have focus, but focus is really hard to come by. So, what you're going to find in this book is that number one, it's going to be really hard to follow because I wrote it in 10 days. Yes, 10 days. It's only 68 pages, but that's a lot. Plus, I was working full time. And then when I wasn't working, I took my grandkids down to Wisconsin Dells for 3 days. And then my husband was in the hospital. So, welcome to my life. And I wrote this entire book. So, it's not very perfect in a lot of different ways. So when you first start reading it, don't get discouraged in those first few pages if it's like all over the place. I didn't take my meds on purpose so that people could see why we get off track. What in the world, why didn't you get that done? Well, listen to what's in my head, then you'll understand. So that's what that's about. Get through that, or maybe you want to skip right to the part about the car stuff, because the car stuff is typical. Okay, in the car there's always stuff. If you've got an ADD person, there's stuff everywhere. There's stuff in their room, there's stuff in the car, there's stuff everywhere. So there's part of that is the stuff, and then it's getting in the wrong car because you don't remember which car is yours, because it might be the same color. Or there is about leaving your keys in the car and locking yourself out, or leaving the lights on, and the benefits. That's what the whole book's about. It's about the benefits of having issues, about having problems, about being honest and sharing your soul and telling your story, because I did this for you, for whoever you are watching this. I did this so that you wouldn't feel alone, so that you wouldn't think you were lazy, crazy, stupid, or whatever, or a dumb blonde airhead like I thought for many years. There are things you can change and things you can't. The fact that I am an airhead is unchangeable. I'm always going to be an airhead. I'm okay with that because it's making me money. I mean, after all, you may be getting this free, but some of you are buying it. And if you're not buying this, maybe you're going to buy my audio version or the next volume that's going to be thousands of them, because I've got so much to say. That's what it's about. It's about looking at the good instead of the negative. It's about finding your purpose in life. It's about turning it over to God when you don't feel there is any other options. It's about forgiving yourself for the things that you've screwed up in life and made mistakes on because you were impulsive and you did things. Many of us have comorbidity. We either are ADD and alcoholic, or bipolar, which I'm all of the above, and drugs, all of those things, and addicted to any other thing, chocolate, food, whatever. We just are a mess. But it's all good. It's all good, because God works all things together for the good, Romans 8:28. And so I share a bunch of those things. I share how I got through that crisis of getting divorced and all the other awful things that had happened in my life and things I'd done to myself. I got through it because I realized God had a plan for my life, and that was to be here right now talking to you about the book that I wrote about all the crazy things I've done and the times I've lost my keys and just crazy things we think about. So if you do have ADD, you absolutely have to read it. You won't feel alone. And if you don't have ADD, you have ADD people in your life, and you need to read it so you can understand them better. Or you've got coworkers, or there's other people in your life. Please read the book. I'm giving it to most of you for free. If you're listening to it and you paid for it, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It will all go to a good place. So please get involved with me in my what I do ministry. We all have them. It's about giving to people. I want to give to you as well, because you've got a story just like mine to tell. Well, probably different, but you've got a story to tell. It should be told. It's worth paying for. People need to hear it. You have a legacy to leave, and you can do it and make money doing it. I'm telling you, please get a hold of me. Thank you for signing up and for opting in, or for however you got this. Thank you for taking the time to do this. And I'm not going to talk long. Yeah, right. Okay, so there it is. I hope you download it, and I hope you read it, and feel free. Go ahead, pass it on, and just get people back to my website because I got tons of stuff going on and I want to be there for you in whatever way I can. And if you got stuff to sell because you're creative, I'm going to have a store and I can sell your stuff. So have a good day. Thanks.